Hello again. Welcome back to my series on conducting for amateurs and wannabe conductors. We're going to start tackling the different aspects I've mentioned in the last video, the introductory video. If you have not seen it, I will link it to the description. Today we're going to talk about communication and particularly the aspect of communication of body language and eye contact. So what are we going to talk about now? It's eye contact. It's the most original and genuine way of contacting singers or the ensemble naturally. Of course, depending on how big the ensemble is, if it's an orchestra, people have some meters apart. It's not that easy, but I think there is a genuine contact that happens when your eyes are actually concentrated on a certain objective, and it puts people together. So that is something very, very good. So how to make eye contact with the singers? First of all, you really be confident, be ready yourself, and now you need to invite them in your world. So you have a world, you have already made a map of what you're going to do. I'm going to start this and that and that and that and that. The piece is going to start here and there. You have already set up your mind to start the piece. Now you're starting to invite people in. So there are two ways to invite them in. There is a suggestive way. It's kind of a gentle, could you please join my club? Yeah, join my club. Well, there is another way that is kind of more authoritarian, kind of, that I used to use, kind of, check me up, stop what you're doing, concentrate. The music is going to start. Get in the groove, concentrate here. Those are two ways you could do it. There's a bit suggestive, come in. It's like telling a lady, could you dance with me? Or there's another thing you could say, oh, kid, stop what you're doing, focus. So, two different ways. And what does it do to the singers? First of all, exactly, it invites them to your world. It makes the job of concentration easy. For me, the most important aspect during a performance is to concentrate, is to be in the same world as much as we can. I sometimes have a crazy rule of 120% being the minimal amount of concentration you need for a performance. That is me and my big crazy standards. A fair amount of concentration is enough, right? You don't really intend to be a professional, and you're not recording something or really making something a historical event or something, so you really don't need to put you through so much pressure. And it depends on the personality. I'm an intense person, so I could require more from my people. But what else does it do to the singers? So I say one is to invite them to your world and communicate and concentrate together. The second one is actually makes them feel at ease, because through your eyes you have summarized the whole piece for them. It's in one picture. If it's like a song of hope, in your eyes they already see hope. Going home, going home. I'm just going home. And if it's anger, it's soon will be done. You're already seeing the character when you're going to begin, and that does a lot of things before the piece begins. Everybody knows what they're going to do. Everybody knows what the piece is all about. It makes it easier for them, because sometimes singers need a supporter in a conductor, and the conductor is not supportive enough. It's like a very distant relative or someone who's like an alien. So, an alien, I mean an extraterrestrial in French, right? So that is the benefit of eye contact. Let's go to other body language, other forms of body language, the face. And the face again goes complementing the eyes as to what character the piece is in. That could be even spontaneous faces. There are many different faces I could have here. So, for instance, you need to understand the character of the piece, of course, and you need to communicate the character of a piece with your face. That, for me, it's a very natural strength, but I want to share with you as much as I can, because that is a very important aspect of performance. Communicating the character of the piece. If I want a sad song, soon now you see, I'm sad. And when it becomes serious, Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world. I'm going to live with cool. This is a serious face. See? So, different faces. Happy. There's a great grand meeting. There's a great grand meeting. Oh, a great grand meeting in the promised land. Oh, you see? The face is very important. And it adds a lot of details. You could suggest them. So let's go through other forms of body language here. I got a lot of them here. The hands, the most amazing instrument of music for the conductor. Of course, maybe the baton or the hands. I'm using a pencil here because that's in my lab. That's what I do in my lab. I simulate things. But even though I don't practice my moves, I suggest you practice your moves. Sometimes you really need the right moves to communicate this, that. It's a natural gift for me. I just want you to practice it. It's not really natural. You'll find the easiest way to communicate through some things here and there. The hands could give them now shape. So if you want, hallelujah, hallelujah. You see, this is legato. Here, this is, you could shape melody here. You could give them a stern, pesante character. Setok the priest. You could give them that thing of a stern. So you see the hands have a lot of capacity. You could give them something light. Staccato, articulation. You could give them other different articulations. So, continuing here, there are so many ways we could have. Sorry for what was there out. So another great sign of communication is and that is very important for singers. It is breathing, and I've learned it from my friend, who's an amazing conductor, by the way, and really greetings to him. His name is Lance Gaskill, and he was an orchestra conductor, kind of initiator here in Rwanda. So many great projects he did. Initiated Indiana orchestras and everything. But it was actually initiated me the technique actually to actually show the singers when and where to breathe by just simply fall. It is a very suggestive method and it helps them. It's not enough to give indications about what to sing. It's also important to help the singers feel comfortable. So our role as conductors is not to be authorities. With authority comes greater responsibilities of actually helping them communicate better and help them also feel at ease. We need to treat them as if they are our kids, as if they are our children. So with the way we might treat children might be different, but the way I'm really preaching here is to actually make the children feel comfortable to say anything they could actually want to tell you. You may be surprised about how much the child's creative ideas and creative potential might add to what you actually wanted from them, instead of really being tyrannic, and tyrannic is like dictator, so these are different things. I'm not suggesting you how to educate your kids, right? I don't have kids yet. That will be my problem. Okay, back to what we're doing. So breathing is important to help singers really feel comfortable with the song and feel the groove here. So we could go even through more, but we don't have enough time here. What we're going to do is show you an example from some of the best communicators. I'm a very big fan of his. He's called Leonard Bernstein, and he made an amazing video here on YouTube. I'm going to put in the description probably. So he's conducting the Vienna Philharmonica, for me the greatest orchestra in the world, among the top 3: Berliner, Concertgebouw, and Vienna Philharmonica. And if even you don't even like classical music, you will like the song because there is every gesture there. He just makes the music talk. He's actually more music more fun. It's more music than actually is probably being played, because he lives the moment so well. He's such a great communicator, and you could see him exuberating at times. If it's a maestro, it's and at times you could see him becoming a face, serious face here. And even the baton, you see the baton, how he does it with the baton. Sometimes he could even dance and jump and be crazy. So you need to play with your faces. So while you practice your skills, practice your face. You practice skills you don't really have naturally. I have maybe there are people, depending on the talents, that have natural traits, but you need to work your face. If it's Emil has his way of expressing anger. You need to show the singer's anger, not to make them afraid, but actually to make them understand what this music means to you, and therefore communicate it easier. That's it. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye bye.